guys, welcome back. This is the next day, so we are finally gonna start on the Oldsmobile. We're gonna do the brakes. We're gonna try and finish that today for sure. I will try to see if I could do it fast enough because I also want to show you guys. I want to show you guys. This will be the first time you're doing brakes, so I want to show you guys how to do brakes. Let's go ahead and get this started so we can finish this as soon as possible, and so we could, get it out of the way. Also, I bought this for the vlog, and it's for the vlog too, but it could be for many things. Finally bought myself a laptop. I've been trying to buy one for a while now. I got the Lenovo. It's not a brand, it's not a sponsored brand, but and if Lenovo sees this, hit me up with some computer systems and some nice tech, because I love Lenovo. Anyways, let's get back to the vlog. Let's go ahead and start with the brakes. Alright guys, so I took out the jacks and everything, and I was about to lift it up. But before I do that, I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this, and because it's very, it's a very good thing to do. It's really good advice. Before you lift up the entire car or the front or wherever you're going to be working at, especially if you're going to be working on like brakes, or if you're going to take off the tire and you don't have power tools, it's best to leave the car down to just loosen the lug nuts and then lift it up and then take the lug nuts all the way. So, that's best, because if you lift it up and then you try to loosen the nuts or the lug nuts, it's going to be really hard, and all you're getting is the wheel is just turning pretty much, and that's it. Alright guys, so I already finished this side, because the sun is already beaming on it, so I thought I'd finish this one first, sweat it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys this side since I already finished the other side. And the reason why I did the other side first was also because I had to charge my phone, and also I had to transfer a lot of files because I had almost no storage left. So let's go ahead and do this one. I'll show you guys how it's done. I'm not gonna change the rotors, but I will still show you guys how to change rotors, because I looked at it and honestly, there's no reason for me to. It looks really good. Brakes are for sure needed. Let me show you guys the brakes on this side, which pretty much are almost completely gone. So let me come right here. So as you guys can see, this line. This is pretty much the limit. This one has none. It's pretty much because it's done. And I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see. Oh yeah, you see these cracks? Oh, this is such a good camera. See these cracks? This isn't good. You're not supposed to have these cracks. Come on, focus. There you go. Alright guys, so my tools are, I have my 12-inch socket wrench. I have my 12mm socket. And then I have my 14mm socket. And then I have a 5/8 open and close end wrench, and of course I have a flathead. These are just basic tools. You really don't need these. I also have just one of these I don't know what they call it, like cleaners, I guess, just scrubbers. And of course I have brake parts cleaner, and then of course I have the brake parts, the brake pads. So for the 12mm, so this is the 12mm. The 12mm, it goes right here. This is what you open the 12mm. So this is the caliber. So this is the caliber piston. That's for the 12mm. For the 14mm, oh crap, come on. 14mm is for the bracket. So this is the bracket right here that holds the piston that goes right on top of the rotor. So this goes in right here. Come on. Okay, I don't know why, but one side is 13, one side is 15. But anyways, always make sure. So I have my 15mm socket. This is weird. But anyways, and this is for the bracket for the back. These are called the caliber brackets. and these are just the calibers which have the piston. You can either buy these as a together, or you could buy them separately depending on which one you want to replace. So I don't need to replace this. I'm just telling you guys because sometimes you guys might want one of these parts, but you guys probably don't know the name. You could just get the, of course, just the caliber or the caliber bracket or the caliber assembly. Anyways, let's continue on. And then I have the 5/8 open end is because sometimes when it gets stuck, you can put this in here. There you go, like that, and then you can open or close the caliber's bolt. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, these stay in place. These pieces right here stay in place, and you really don't have to use these. But sometimes if it gets stuck, or when you're trying to tighten it, it turns with it. You could just use this. So in my case, it's a 5/8. And then also I have the flathead. The reason why I have the flathead, of course, and I have the flat. Oh wait, that's not flathead. My bad. And for the flathead, the reason why I have the flathead is there is a caliber a piston compressor that you could buy online. I do have one, but currently I don't know where it is, so I can't use it. But if you don't have one and you're on a budget, you can always stick these in the back. And so what you do is you stick it between the brake pad and the rotor. You don't want to touch the piston because of course the piston is right there. And then you have the brake pad, and then you have the rotor. So you want to go in between the brake pad and the rotor, and then you just want to push it both ways like this. I'm gonna show you in a bit, but this is just, I'm just telling you guys what this is for. You never want to do it in between the piston and the brake pad because you could break the piston, and that is no bueno mi amigo. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys how to do that. See right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but one, you know how I turn this, it turns with it. But of course, since I already loosened it enough, you could just hold it with your finger. And there you guys go. I don't think I can show you guys exactly where to put it, but like I said, instead of the piston, because like I said, the piston is right here, and then the piston's head, the piece that comes out is right there. And then right here, you see this part right here? That's the brake pad caliber, the back part. So then you want to put it in the front part, which right there is the rotor. So you're going to want to put it right here. You just want to wiggle it out like that, like that. Okay. Now try to push in the flathead. So you can give it space, and then now just push it towards yourself. I mean, pull it. Oh my god. So pull it towards yourself and then push it away like that, and then pull it. Just keep on doing this until you know for sure that the piston is all the way back in its place. Now, of course, you want to be careful. You don't want to put the flathead in. You just start hitting it with, I don't know, a hammer or start kicking it. Don't do that, because even doing that, you could break the rotor. Or, I mean, yeah, of course, you might still be replacing it, but if you're not replacing it, you might be able to break the rotor, or the worst case scenario is break the piston. And when you break a piston, you can't just replace the piston. You literally have to replace all of this. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take out the caliber again, and see, voila, hold on. And so this right here, let me show you guys. I think I didn't show you guys what the piston looks like. So hold on. So this piece right here is actually what the piston is. This piece. This piece right here. So this is the piston. So this piston was all the way out, and that's because, you know, the more you press on the brakes, the more it comes out. And because the brake pads have almost no ceramic left, it was out all the way. Another reason why we're putting it back in is because since we're going to be putting new brake pads, the brake pads have a lot more ceramic on it. See, this is the old one. This is the new one. And you're going to be needing a lot of space for that. And that is why we push the piston back. So, since we pushed it back, let's go ahead and take the old ones out. Let's go ahead and take all of this out, actually. Hold on, let me put this right here. Perfect, there you go. And then let's take this caliper out completely. Okay. And I usually like to put it up here, right on the spring. Right there. I like to hang it on like that. It's actually pretty cool because you see these teeth right here. Ta-da. But if you're going to be hitting something, or you know it might fall, what I like to do is, I like to use a piece of rope or something just to tie it up so it can stay in place. So yeah. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take out the bracket now. And of course the bracket, as you guys can remember. And as you guys remember, the brackets nuts are 15 millimeter. So it's the same with the 3/8 drive. Ooh, that was a close one. There we go. And of course, if you don't take out the bracket, there's no way possible that you'll be able to take out the rotor. So yeah. And of course, there is plenty of different types of brackets, some pistons and some calibers. So see if I can show my face as well. So some calibers, for example, what car can I give you? For example, the F-150s, the F-250s, like big trucks like that, or for example, Roman's E55 AMG has a type of calibers that don't have brackets. It's just one massive caliber that just goes on. And the only way you can take out the brake pads is from the rear. So like it's gonna be like right here, and you take it out like that, and that's pretty much it. So there's a lot of different types of brackets and pistons and calibers. So lucky for us, the rotor is already coming off nicely. Because of all the rust, I thought it'd be stuck, because the other side is stuck, but I think when we moved it around, it came out. So pretty much all you do is to change the rotor is you just take it out like this and just put on the new one, I guess, like that. But of course, some cars, but what I like to do is I like to clean up everything and make sure that everything is good. So of course this isn't it, but in some vehicles like the Volkswagens or some Honda Civics, when you're replacing a brake rotor, like let's say somewhere right here or somewhere right here, or there's somewhere, it's very small, but there will be like a screw, and it's a positive screw. Sometimes you have to be careful, and you could just use one of these to take them out. But if you don't take them out in time, of course they rust and they are almost completely impossible to take out. So, and what you do is, there are places that they sell. So what you do is you put it in like this, and you get a hammer and you hammer the back of the screwdriver, and you make sure that you push and you open. But of course, sometimes even that doesn't work and it breaks. And after that, what I suggest is to just get a drill and to just drill it out, and that is the only way you'll be able to take out the rotor. Now, reason why I'm telling you this and the reason why I know this is because I've had to do that to the Blue Tiburon. There was a time where my sister was driving the car and she didn't replace the rotors in time. And I'm talking about probably a year, or maybe even more than that. It was like way more than a year that she didn't replace her rotors. And of course in Georgia, it rains a lot, and if even on top of the snow, it's no bueno, mi amigo. I'm not kidding. the humidity itself rusts rotors and brake pads. It's no joke around here. So she never replaced them. And the rotors were outrageously rust. So I literally had to break the rotor just to take it out, which was insane. I was close to breaking the lug nuts and stuff like that, which, again, not easy. So that's why it's always good to just go ahead and get it checked out. Even if it's not time to get it replaced, go ahead and get it checked out just in case, because sometimes stuff happens and you always want to be safe. Okay? So let's go ahead and finish this up, and let me continue on showing you guys what to do. So after you take out the rotor, what I like to do is I like to always clean right here. So I like to clean these, I like to clean these, I like to clean the back, I like to clean the front, especially right here where the rotor goes. I like to clean it, and I like to make sure that it's clean so that it stays rust-free and it stays clean and it stays smooth. So, like, you know, because of all the dirt and stuff, the rotors don't always sit in place nicely. So you want to make sure that the rotors sits in properly, so when you're driving, the rotors just don't go like this, because they're supposed to go perfectly fine and straight. That's how you're supposed to keep it. So what I like to do is, and it's basic. Of course, if you have something really harsh and you have nothing but rust, it's going to take a lot more cleaning, and you probably might even need a blade. But I don't. I just going to do basic cleaning. Spray on some brake parts cleaner. Just and if you're going to be putting your old ones on, if you want, you could just clean around here and stuff like that, which is what I already did. You know, just clean around here, around the lug nuts. If you want, clean around the back, just to make sure it's all clean and safe. So I already did all that. So what you do is, for this car, you just put it back on like that, and that should be it. That's it. That's it for this car. Like I said, there's different scenarios that, of course, I'm going to be doing a lot of cars. So the Oldsmobile won't be the only one. If I do come across where there's a screw right there, or sometimes you have like the hex screw, and even those are the worst. Trust me, hex screws are the worst to take off, because just honestly, I don't even want to get into it. So this is pretty much it. Just put that back on. I also like to clean the bracket. So the bracket right here, it's the same reason why I clean the rotors. So you see these pieces right here. So these come out. So these are the old ones. So you put this on like this. Actually, my bad, it's backwards. Put on like this, and then the brake pads go on it. That's so it could smoothly, you know, open and close without a problem, so it won't get stuck. And when it gets stuck, you have uneven, you know, brake pads. So what I like to do is I like to clean these pieces, clean this and that, to make sure that there is no dust and stuff like that gets stuck in the brake pads, or it gets stuck in the rotor. So always clean. I don't know why, but I like to do it. And I learned from shout out to Chris Fix. I learned from Chris Fix to clean all the time, because I saw most of his videos, and just by literally just by cleaning parts, even if you don't replace them, it makes them last a lot longer, and it's much cleaner and it's much safer, and hey, it looks nicer too, so that's good. So, and then sometimes when you have uneven brake pads, when you're trying to replace them and the brake pads are uneven, like for example, when I mean uneven, let me show you guys an example. For example, what I mean by uneven, so when you look at it this way, like you'll have it, instead of like, you see how it's straight like that and it's eaten, so it's like this. Sometimes it'll be uneven, and like for example, a lot of this part will be used, but this won't be used. So this part has a lot more ceramic on it than this part, so it just looks weird. So instead of it going straight like that, it just goes like this, which that's what I mean by uneven brake pads. And sometimes the cause of that is these pieces aren't lubricated. So I don't know if you guys could see, these are supposed to come in and out without a problem, like this. So this is good. You can even, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Where's the mic on this? I think the mic is right here. See? Well, that's lubricated. And if this isn't lubricated, you have to lubricate it. For example, some of them you could use, you screw it out, but this one just pops out like that. You see this? I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if I could. Come on. There you guys go. See, that's lubrication right there. That green and that ooze, the shiny thing, that's lubrication. So this is lubricated. Because I already lubricated the last time I changed the brake pads. So this is good. And you just pop it back inside. Hold on. There you go, focused. And there. And that's good. You just put these back on. Let's go ahead and put on the bracket. Where's the screws? There we go. Now you always want to make sure that these are like really tight. And when I mean really tight, I mean like really tight, because I can't, if I told you all my experiences, you guys would laugh at me. But anyways, I've had experience where the caliper brackets, one of the bolts came out, one of the nuts, and it was no good. So when you would brake, the entire caliper would like lift up. And that's not good. And I think I damaged something. I don't remember. It wasn't my fault though. Like I didn't lose it, or I did not. It was because I've had my experience. I wasn't the one who did it. I've had my experience where a caliper brackets bolt wasn't there, and it's not good. Make sure it's tight, and it's always there. Okay, guys. So the way to put this is this has got to be facing down like this. So you put it like this, and then for both sides, you pretty much just press down on it. But of course you have to be careful, because if you don't, you might bend something. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's how it sits pretty much. Yeah, that's it. And then the top side. I don't know if you guys can see the top side, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's the top side. Let me get, where's the piece for the top side? Okay. It's pretty much the same. Put on like this. And then you push on both sides like that, and then they should sit. See, they should all just sit perfectly fine like that. There you go. That's it. So of course, and then you have the back brake pad. The back brake pad has one of these. Is that when it comes close for you to replace it, it squeaks. That's why a lot of people have them. When their brake squeaks, it's usually because of this piece right here. And of course, to put this on, this piece comes in the outside like this. This one goes on like this. And this one goes like that. And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, this side doesn't have anything really. This is just the brake pad. Nothing special about it. Voila, that's pretty much it. And then I'll show you guys how to replace the bracket that we took out of the caliper. There, that's actually really good. Okay, so the way you do this is this piece goes on the bottom like this, because this piece is gonna latch on there. So what you do is you put it in like this, and then you see this, you just pretty much push on this until it clicks pretty much. So you push it like this, and then you pull it down. You pull it down, you push it down. There you go. Like I said, it's supposed to click, and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we put this back. Get the one on the bottom first. And then the one on the top. And as we remember, that was a size 12. And I think that's also going to twist as well. Oh no. Lucky for us, this piece isn't moving. Oh. But you don't want to do these too tight because then you can break these, and then it won't open and close properly. So that should be enough. But unfortunately, I don't have a torque wrench, but when I do one, I will teach you guys and show you guys how it's done. And that's it. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. That's pretty much it for the brakes. Wow, that was fast. Okay, guys, that was it. That was fast. That was really fast. That was really fast to me, because I'm pretty sure that's actually gonna be fast for you guys too, because I'm gonna edit so much. Well, that was really fast. But yeah, that's it. That's how to replace your brake pads and rotors. I know I didn't replace the rotors, but I did show you guys. That's pretty much it to brakes and rotors. There's really not that much. But of course, if it had to come to like calibers and caliber brackets, that is a totally different story. Totally. I've had my share of calibers and caliber brackets, but they're fun actually. The replacing caliber brackets and calibers are actually pretty fun. Well, until the fact that you actually have to replace the brake hoses while you're replacing the brackets, and sometimes if you're not lucky, which of course I'm not lucky and I've had multiple of them, the brake fluid leaks and it sucks, so you have to replace like fast. As soon as you take out the caliber, you have to be like the Flash. Like pretty much, because it drains a lot of fluid like in an instant. So yeah, guys, so we're finished the brakes. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, put the tires back on. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it. My friend, who's awesome, is about to get me an ice cream cone and a large drink because of this hot weather. I need to cool myself down or I'll go crazy. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go circle or something like that just to test the brakes and make sure that everything is set. Because the good thing is, not a good thing, not like an advice after you have finished your brakes, make sure before you even start driving, as soon as you start the car, push the brake pedal 3, 4, 5 times until it's stiff, because once you push that piston back, all the fluid went back to its cartridge pretty much, you know, where you put the brake fluid, which pretty much there was no fluid in the brake caliper. So you have to press it really hard to make sure that everything tightens up and everything is back into place.